Keyboards and synths are instruments that thrive on reverb in the mix. The choice of reverb often defines the character of a keyboard sound. So much so that many synth patches already include reverb, although sometimes of questionable quality. Hi, Julian David here with LiquidSonics. In this video, we'll explore how your keyboards will benefit from LiquidSonics' reverb plugins in the mix. From vibey rooms that bring your electric pianos to life, to lush and expansive synth plates, and everything in between. Reverberate 3, Seventh Heaven, and Cinematic Rooms have you covered. Let's go exploring. I've been mixing this urban jazz tune along the lines of Lettuce and Terrace Martin. The song features a variety of keys and synths that were recorded completely dry. To give you an idea of what to expect from this tutorial, let's listen to the track without any reverb first, and then I'll switch to the final mix. For a quick overview, let's talk about what Reverberate 3, Seventh Heaven, and Cinematic Rooms are. Reverberate 3 and Seventh Heaven are both reverbs based on LiquidSonics' unique Fusion IR processing technique to reproduce the modulation of a reverb device rather than just a static snapshot. Seventh Heaven is the definitive software reproduction of the Bricasti M7, a legendary hardware reverb unit known for its clean and lush tails and transparent reflections. Reverberate 3 is a modulated, true stereo convolution reverb that comes with an included collection of many reverb legends and useful effects to breathe life into your mix. Its features actually go far beyond traditional convolution reverb. Cinematic Rooms, on the other hand, is an algorithmic reverb that excels at best-in-class natural rooms, but it also has fantastic sounding modulation capabilities, including optional chorusing, that are particularly well suited for keyboards and synths. My session consists of a mix of send and return reverbs and insert effects. I first set up a basic room program from Cinematic Rooms to place multiple instruments in the same space. Increasing the level on the send moves the instrument at hand further into the room and into the mix, which is a beautiful way to create depth and manage your soundstage. Let's start by having a listen to the piano in the chorus section. Here it is dry. The main room program is relatively short because I'm going for a tight sound that I can also send my drums to. I'll get into more detail about the differences between the standard and professional editions a little later, but the reason I went for the professional version of Cinematic Rooms for my main room right away is so that I would be able to control the width of the program. Cinematic Rooms comes with a fantastic collection of expertly curated presets, so you can hit the ground running. I will start with a preset called Short Dark from the Rooms category, and then tweak the width. Quick note, I'll exaggerate these effects so you can hear exactly what's going on. But then for the final playback, I'll pull the reverbs back to more appropriate mix levels. Let's go extra wide. Bring it down to mono. Yeah, something a little wider than default. Seems to work well. I also would like to change the perceived size of the reverb by adjusting the bloom parameter in the late reverb section. Maybe right around here. Pull the reverb back a little bit. Okay, now that I have placed the piano further back in my soundstage, I'd also like to add a longer reverb that adds a bit of sweetness and size to the piano. Just like the original Bricasti M7 hardware, Seventh Heaven is the perfect choice for lush and transparent reverb. While the Pro edition of the plugin provides more presets and advanced controls, I love the standard option for its quick and straightforward access without any compromises to the stunning sound quality. The Sunset Chamber preset is one that is admired by M7 owners and Seventh Heaven customers alike. It's one of those secret sauce settings that just seems to work well on pretty much anything. So without any tweaks, let's hear it on the piano. It's big, it's clean, and it's lush. Pretty addictive, I will admit. The only thing I might change is to filter out just a touch of low end to preserve clarity in the bottom octave and blend it to taste. Now, you might argue that using two reverbs is too complicated and simply using Seventh Heaven should do the trick. But have a listen to what happens to the piano when I mute and unmute our send to cinematic rooms. It's subtle but effective. Thanks to the transparent width control in cinematic rooms, we're getting a lovely piano sound with that extra width in the low mids without any coloration or clutter. Brilliant. As I mentioned before, there are two editions of cinematic rooms. Of course, both share the exact same reverb engine and sound quality. In addition to the width control that I already showed you, the Pro edition provides more presets and advanced editing capabilities. But with the version 1.1 update of the plugin, LiquidSonics founder and developer Matt Hill added chorusing to Cinematic Rooms Professional. This update turns an already impressive algorithm into sonic gold for keyboards. So let's find out how this can enhance the electric piano part in our song. You can go extremely deep with the chorus modulation in Cinematic Rooms, thanks to independent controls for the early reflections and the later reverberation. Simply choose a setting and then dial in the desired amount of depth. I'm going to make my life even easier though, and pick one of Matt's wonderful presets he created to showcase this new feature. If you'd like to learn more about this and download his package of presets, I recommend checking out Matt's blog post on the LiquidSonics site. So let's isolate the Rhodes part in the song. First, I'll play it dry, and then I'll activate Cinematic Rooms on the insert. It's such a beautiful sound that adds so much vibe to the part. So I'll leave the preset unchanged and move on to some of the synths in the C part. Now, we already have our tight and dark room from Cinematic Rooms and our lush chamber from Seventh Heaven set up in the mix. But I feel like the synths in the C part of the song require a slightly different flavor altogether. Something a little less clean and more akin to classic reverbs from the 80s and 90s. Let's listen to this section without any reverb first. Reverberate 3, LiquidSonics' convolution reverb powerhouse, comes with a wide range of presets and impulse responses by default. But on top of those, the Fusion IR expansion packs further enhance the sonic potential of this plugin. And best of all, they are all available on the LiquidSonics website at no additional cost. Since I'm looking for something more vintage, I'll head straight to the expansions from the Heritage collection. There's a lot to choose from, but I think a bright plate could work well. Let's hear some of those. This last preset works super well right out the gate, but I think it could work even better with a few tweaks. Unlike other convolution reverbs, Reverberate 3 allows you to control your impulse response in much more detail, almost to the degree of an algorithmic reverb. The Contour tab, added in version 3.2, includes tools for convenient and quick editing of reverb decay times, previously unheard of for a convolution reverb. You can also adjust the treble and bass decay times above and below user-definable frequency crossovers. Have a listen to how we can shape the reverb with those tools. These were just some examples of how Reverberate 3, Seventh Heaven, and Cinematic Rooms will inspire the way you mix keys and synths. Hopefully you took away that all three bear extraordinary potential to get creative and craft unique sounds quickly. Now let's have one final listen to the mix before and after our reverb treatment. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video valuable and inspiring, please subscribe to our email list and social channels to be among the first to know when a new video comes out. And don't forget to check out the other videos in this series. Visit LiquidSonics.com to download free demos of all the reverb plugins we explored today. See you next time, and happy mixing!